This is All of It on WNYC. I'm Allison Stewart. Happy Friday, everybody. If you were here with us last hour, we hope you enjoyed our conversations with the cast and creative team behind the Broadway revival of Ragtime and their performances live from the green space. If you missed any part of that and want to watch the whole thing, it'll be up on our website soon. You can also watch the whole event on YouTube. Later on, we'll hear this week's installment of our Poetry Month partnership with outdoorsman and actor Nick Offerman to send you into the weekend. But before that, we're going to hear about a pair of shows that have been nominated for the Lucille Lortel Awards, which recognize outstanding off-Broadway productions and performances. We'll hear about Bigfoot, which is up for Outstanding Musical. But first, we'll hear some music and conversation from this year's most nominated production. Critics called the musical Mexodus, quote, a thrilling, multicultural hip-hop history lesson and something truly dynamic. It resurrects the little-known history of the Underground Railroad that ran south into Mexico. Researchers estimate between 5,000 and 10,000 people fled enslavement in the U.S. by migrating into Mexico, where slavery was fully outlawed in 1837. In the show, the history is reflected in the characters, Henry and Carlos. Henry, an injured slave who flees his Texas plantation to cross the Rio Grande, where a Mexican sharecropper, Carlos, finds him unconscious and tends to his wounds. The show is as much about the past as it is about the present, reminding us to lend a hand to those in need today. The musical is titled Mexodus, and it's running at the Darrell Roth Theater on Union Square. It's been extended through Sunday, June 14th, and as of yesterday, you can get an audio version of the show through Audible. It's also the most nominated show at this year's Lucille Lortel Awards, including Outstanding Musical, Outstanding Director, Choreographer, Scenic Design and Lighting Design, Sound Design, and Projection Design. Both of its actors are up for Outstanding Lead Performers in a Musical. They are Brian Quijada, who plays Carlos, and Nygel D. Robinson, who plays Henry. They are also the co-creators of Mexodus. And when Brian and Nygel joined us at WNYC to perform live from our Studio 5, I started by asking Nygel to set up their first performance.
Oh, you know, you got to come out hot.
All right.
I mean, we come out, and like the whole thing about the show is that we come out as ourselves, introduce ourselves, and are like, we learned some history that you probably haven't heard about, and we're going to share what we researched and what we learned in a groovy, fun way.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's the first track. It's called Two Bodies. Come on. Yeah. Make it funky. Woo! Make it a little funky. It's too early in the morning for that. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Keep it steady. Keep it steady. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Look, Ma, no hands.
Just in the loop machine, just like that.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, come on.
Come on, yeah. You know what the song needs, though?
What?
It needs some dirt,
Ooh.
some grime, some grease,
Yeah.
some like
You know what else it needs, dog?
What's that?
A little something smooth on top. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, smooth it over, baby. Come on. Back in. Come on. Yeah, come on. only singing it cause that's the way we live with it. Oh, my dear Lord, give us some freedom, spare your pity, we don't need it like, oh, my dear Lord, have mercy on the pride. Go ahead and stare at us. We are two bodies in America. We bleed the same blood of this country and stories we'll share with ya. Of a time left out the books. But all it took was deep diving into a sad imagination, a true examination of a nation's early trouble. Cause from the wreck and rubble we came out the other side, sippity side. When you're living in this country it's do or die. And we can tell you how. Yeah, but let's break it down.
Take those shackles off my hands, oh Lord, I'm free.
Wow, wow.
And take that noose from round my neck, no stopping me. Take those shackles off my hands, oh Lord, I'm free. And there's no stopping me. No, there's no stopping me. Yo, my name is Nygel D. Robinson, a descendant of Mansa Musa, who was shipped from the east to the coast of Cuba, then up to America, land of the free. 400 years later, and here you have me, standing here before you with the new manifesto. Todos estamos juntos en esto. Let's
They
go.
call me Brian Quijada. I'm a child of Latino immigrants, equivalent, no different than any founding participants who crossed the sea across the border in order to build a life much better than the one they knew before. Just on the other side, struggled just to break it in. Also, once they made it in, fought hard to be accepted in a land that's barricaded in.
So where did we meet in the middle?
Yo, give them the truth.
Okay, from 1829 to 1865, 4 to 10,000 slaves escaped to Mexico to thrive.
Did you know this stuff? We didn't know this stuff. Did you know this stuff? We didn't know. Why? Cause it wasn't allowed, it wasn't allowed, it wasn't allowed. It wasn't spoken
Yo,
aloud.
that was no loud mouth, deep south, secret way of speaking. Whispers only, fingers of our mouths just to avoid the beating. That keeps the locks of our mouths held pretty tight.
So we struggle to uncover America's other founders fight to live in this America.
They're scared of us, they came for us, brought all of us, and now we are here. Old roads, dead folks, new laws, new flaws. The same holy cross and the same northern star. Here we are. We got far to go, but we won't keep it low. We only singing it cause that's the way we live with it. Oh, my dear Lord, give us some freedom, spare your pity, we don't need it like, oh, my dear Lord, have mercy on the proud. Go ahead and stare at us. We are two bodies in America whose stories span the country's history that no one's heard about.
Kept out of our minds because they were kept from history class.
So today we're going to guide you through a story from the past.
Of the Underground Railroad that led south.
A story we'll pass down by word of mouth. Oh, so here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So this is the scenario.
You see, in 1821, Mexico won independence from the colonizers of Spain, whose language they injected into indigenous tribes. With them, they brought all types of European investing to start testing their new model of civilization onto a nation that didn't need it. But 300 years later, the Spaniards were defeated. Sound familiar? In 1821, Mexico celebrated their big victory.
In 1829, Mexico said, good riddance to slavery.
But on the other side of the divide, Mexico's neighbor to the north was a little far behind. Cause life and liberty was vital to the cause. But what gave them pause was major financial loss. The need to make money, money, make money, money, money. Make money, money, make money, money, money.
Greed leads to many a war on earth. Death over make-believe lines in the dirt.
In 1848, it was America that won the war.
10 territories from Mexico, including the behemoth of Texas, yo. And what would that land be used for? Oh Lord, to pick a bale of cotton. And what was slaves' most common chore? To jump down, turn around, and pick a bale a day.
Cotton, America's original sin. And it's then and there where our story begins.
Take those shackles off my hands, oh Lord, I'm free.
Wow, wow.
Take that noose from around my neck, no stopping me. Take those shackles off my hands, oh Lord, I'm free. And there's no stopping me. No, there's no stopping me.
Oh, we had a harmonica. We had
just
a
at the
bass.
very end, little surprise.
My guests are Brian Quijada and Nygel Robinson. They are Mexodus, which is performing at the Darryl Roth Theater in Union Square. It's extended through Sunday, June 14th. Brian, you could have told the stories many ways. Why did a musical make sense?
Oh, wow. That's a great question.
Musicals always make sense.
I love me a good musical. I just, there's a reason why we're so proud of it, I think. It's an American, it is as American as apple pie, musical theater. And I really truly believe that music they say it's the first language of humans, right? Yeah. It's the first way we communicated was through rhythm and beat and melody. And so I just think it's so powerful, to be able to sing these songs. We say we only sing in it because that's the way we live with it. And truly, I do believe that by the end of the show, we get people singing with us, and it's just so powerful.
Why do you think music will make sense for the story?
I think the reason why we sing in a musical to begin with is because our emotions are so high and it's so heightened that we must sing. We cannot speak it. And I'm one of those guys who's like, if I'm in a theater watching something, don't talk to me, sing at me. It's already ridiculous. Let's make it more ridiculous. But no, we're only singing it because that's the way we're living it. And also, like, music is it's in the fabric of both of our cultures, and it's a means of protest. It's a means of revolution, and especially hip-hop music in particular that we're using a lot in the show, style that we both grew up with. And Lin-Manuel, I do love this. I want to quote him. He said, hip-hop is the language of revolution. And this show is a small part of a very general revolution and awakening that is happening right now. So we have to use music in order to tell this story.
Brian, tell us what Carlos is about. What is he feeling in the show?
Yeah. Carlos is, both of these characters are a composite of a bunch of research, but Carlos is a veteran of the Mexican-American War. So he was a medic in the war and, fled the war and his brothers on the field, was displaced, moved farther south into what is now has remained the southern border of the United States, and is a sharecropper now, is a farmer, and his whole world is really kind of flipped upside down when he finds Henry floating in the river and takes him out, and kind of goes back to his instincts of being a medic. Yeah.
You promised us a song.
I did promise a song.
Wade in the Water. That's a Negro spiritual.
Yes, tis. Henry finds himself on the banks of the Rio Grande, and a storm is coming up. And for this moment, I was like, what if you use some juxtaposition? Like, use this very, it's not calm, but it's like wade in the water as if the water is calm, but using that in the mind to get through this storm. So this is Wade in the Water. I spent 4 days running through this spacious land. I'm gunning for the Rio Grande. Running with anyone is certain death. Keep running, tomorrow I can catch my breath. No gun in my hands, no food, no water, just blood on my hands from the vengeful slaughter. No sun in the sky when I go running. I'm a thief in the night, I'm tired, I'm done in. But if I can just make it to the Rio Grande, if I can just make it to the Rio Grande, I'll get to the land where slavery's banned. I'll get to the land where slavery's banned. I can almost hear the current, but my current state makes me prone to hallucinate. But wait, in the distance, I can see the moon's reflection from off of my heart's affection, the Rio Grande. The glory of the Father is displayed. Just wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. I made it here, so now what? I can't swim, I never learned how, but I gotta figure out how to get across today. I probably should have put some thought into this on the way. Yo, I need a bush with a ram in it, or I need the Rio Grande to have a dam in it. I'm damned if I can't cross, cause I'm certain there's a search party waiting to take me back to the cotton field. Wait a damn minute, I remember I got a cup of water and I noted that a piece of cotton fell in and it floated. I see a cotton bale laying nearby, it's crazy, but I have to give it a try. If I can just cross that Rio Grande, I'll get to the land where slavery's banned. Hold fast, boy, and be not dismayed. The glory of the Lord will be displayed, so just wade in the water. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, Henry. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Boom goes the thunder, crack goes the lightning. The wind keeps whipping and my grip keeps tightening. Halfway across and I'm on the brink of sinking. What was I thinking? Am I like the children of Israel, punished for their worship of Baal, floating on a cotton bale with no proper sail? I weep and wail to no avail. Who will hear this tale? If I'm bound to fail just a little more, then I'll reach the shore. If I stay brave, I won't be enslaved. There's a finish line, but I'm out of time and I can't be saved from this massive wave.
Ahí en el agua vi a alguien, él en el agua, tuve que salvarlo del agua. Ahí en el agua, ahí en el agua vi a alguien, él en el agua, tuve que salvarlo del agua.
We're listening to my conversation with Brian Quijada and Nygel D. Robinson, co-stars and co-creators of Mexodus, the most nominated show at this year's Lucille Lortel Awards. More with them in just a minute. This is All of It. Welcome back to All of It. I'm Allison Stewart. We'll continue our conversation now with the co-stars and co-creators of the Off-Broadway musical Mexodus, which is nominated in 9 categories at this year's Lucille Lortel Awards, including Outstanding Musical and Outstanding Lead Performance for both of its stars, Brian Quijada and Nygel D. Robinson. Mexodus is running at the Daryl Roth Theater on Union Square through Sunday, June 14th, and as of yesterday, you can get an audio version of the show through Audible. Before we get to hear their live and studio performance of a song called Libre, let's return to our discussion. When they came into the studio at the end of March, the production had recently moved to the Daryl Roth Theater. I asked them how it felt different from their previous venue.
Well, it's not bigger.
It's actually
bigger.
less
it's
seats.
a lot smaller.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, it's actually quite more intimate, which is quite nice. So you really see us sweating up there and spitting.
That's interesting.
It's great. It's like, it's only like 8 rows deep. And so it's a truly, you go in there, we're like talking straight to the audience. Yeah, it's amazing.
It's a different kind of storytelling where you're not like trying to play up to the mezzanine and like play way back. Like we're like 10 feet away from the nearest audience member.
What kind of reactions have you gotten from people being that close?
Oh, people are more vocal. I mean, people
Really?
are more, we invited. We say, hey, listen, you come here, you yell, you dance. But people really chat with us.
Yeah.
It's interesting because there have been shows that have been at the Daryl Roth, which have gone to Broadway. Is that something that you see for yourself for the show?
If you say it out loud.
And from your mouth to God's ears.
Yeah. Start a rumor that it's going to Broadway. I hear rumors are just manifestation techniques.
How does the show keep developing and growing over time?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I mean, as the times get more turbulent, that we respond to that. And different lines mean different things today than it did a year ago.
There's a line in the show that goes, we are given reasons to fight and start wars. And that hits
different now.
A little different than it did 2 weeks ago. But little things like that I think, we wake up and, we're talking about black and brown solidarity. And you wake up to the news cycle and we get to go to work every day.
I understood there was a line in the show about Cesar Chavez.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that and what you decided
so just
to do.
recently, obviously the New York Times, I mean, a lot of news outlets came out with the allegations against Cesar Chavez, which is incredibly sad, and we feel terrible for the victims. And and kudos and respect to, California changing it from Cesar Chavez Day to Farm Workers Day. And so, there is a line in the show that was when we're talking about moments of Black and Brown solidarity in history, and one of the places that we cited was Cesar Chavez joining to have the civil wrongs righted, we say. And we swapped it out with Dolores Huerta. And it is amazing. I think artists should be a reflection of the times, of society, of our communities, and that's one where we're like, the art has to reflect what's going on, and we have to listen and be in solidarity with the survivors.
And plays that aren't, Broadway is like when you have to lock something, for sure, like there's no changing it. It's immortalized or whatever, but being in a space where Off-Broadway is technically still development. We can change things whenever we want. And I like to think of plays and musicals as living documents until they have to be set in stone. So this show is a living document, and if something happens and we catch it, we'll change it on the fly.
Yeah.
As artists, how do you see your role as artists in fostering these sort of critical dialogues about the society we live in?
I think we get to express feelings in a different way. Rather than try to talk you into feeling something, we get to, what does that mean to the heart rather than words? But we get to put words on top of it. But we get to sing out feelings, and I think people don't like being preached at. They like being shown. They like being, so if I can invite you in and try to get you in a moment and not preach at you, but just show you something. I think my favorite thing about this show is that we're not preaching about solidarity. We're showing you what it can look like.
Yeah.
Brian hits a button for me, I'll record something. I hit a button for Brian. We're helping each other the whole time. So.
And what it means for just two people to create an orchestra's worth of sound, I think. Yeah. What's amazing about being an artist is that we are able to kind of create balms. Yeah. I think people come into our theater thinking that they're gonna, the first third of the play is a slave narrative. We Nygel kind of goes into his ancestral history with it, but by the end, you are dancing with us and singing with us, and I think it is an act of rebellion. It is a triumph to be singing in times of, I think, troubled times, and so it's quite moving for us, healing for us to be able to do the show, but also for our audiences who I think need a place to sing and dance.
Let's hear one final song. What are we going to hear?
It's called Libre.
Libre means free.
Why does a bird in a cage still have a tune when he's working in the heat of the afternoon? When he spends every day in the field and it feels like the fates have sealed him in an awful tomb? Why does the bird in the cage still have hope? Why does the bird in the cage sing the highest notes? Why does the bird in the cage have a song today? Because today is the day that he might be libre.
Por ley libre, libre como el aire, la lluvia y el sol. Y aunque libre, bien enterrado, tengo demonios fuera de mi control. Pero ahí, poquito a poquito, con mi nuevo amigo, mis torturas se me van. Si mañana termina mi vida dura, muerto pero libre, me encontrarán. Tengo derecho derecho a mi libertad y así viviré libre. Así bien libre. Quiero morir libre de mis faltas y errores, dándole mi mano a un hermano. Quiero vivir. Tengo derecho a mi libertad y así viviré libre.
That was my conversation with Mexodus co-stars and co-creators Brian Quijada, who plays Carlos, and Nygel D. Robinson, who plays Henry. The show is running through the middle of June, and it is nominated in 9 categories at this year's Lucille Lortel Awards. And yesterday, they dropped a recorded version of the show on Audible, so check it out there.